Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. Um, it is March 31st, 2015, and it happens to be the last day of the quarter. So today is a window dressing day. It's not a good day to be trading because the markets can be very unpredictable. They're unpredictable because hedge funds, mutual funds, all the big players, they're all going different directions today as they try to make their books look good. Some are buying, some are selling, so they're not all on the same page, and that creates for a very volatile market and unfavorable conditions for the retail trader. So I always recommend being very cautious, or just don't trade at all during the days like today that are window dressing days. It's the end of the month, but it's also the end of the quarter, and that tends to make it really not very good of a trading day. So we'll spread the chart out here and take a look at today's action. You can see overall today we've been trading to the downside most of the day. All right, the day started out pretty good. This was the opening here at 8 o'clock. I was late getting into my trade desk today. It was actually about, I think just around 8:30 when I actually got to my trade desk. So I drew this trend line here off the top and started watching for the price action, see if I can get a good entry in somewhere. And really didn't see anything standing out that made me want to jump in for take a trade, because I'm already thinking today's going to be high risk as it is. I did get one trade in for a couple pips. It's wasn't even worth talking about. It was a bad entry, bad exit, but at least I didn't take a loss on it. That said, after the market had went down here to this level of support, it's getting real near this level of support right here. We came back up, hit this area twice. This is on my futures chart I'm looking at here. This level here happens to be the 50 level for those of you that are trading the spot forex. So on my chart here it shows up as 765, but it's actually 750 for those of you on spot forex. So you notice, even though this is a futures chart, that 50 level forex chart is still coming into play. Because we hit this 50 level on the spot, came back up, hit the 50 level again on the spot, and that seemed to hold most of the day. We did have U.S. equities market open here, and once the equities market opens, we like to give it a few minutes for the market to settle down. We're trading into this support area. Now, I had the support area marked earlier, and I marked it with a block instead of a line. Makes it a little easier to see sometime. And I marked it off of back here, this area. And we kind of bounced along in here. Some of the guys were looking to go short. Some of them did go short. And I was talking in the chat room about unfavorable conditions, which is really what we had. And the market ended up, it looked like this was going to be a block break short, maybe a range break short. So I could see, where the guys are tempted to go short in here, but overall, it just, you don't want to trade into a support area. You want to trade coming down to a support. You want to trade going up to resistance, or you want to trade away from resistance or away from your support area. But you don't want to trade into support. So the guys were looking to short in here in this area. And let me remark this, because it was actually, I believe, this area back here, if I'm not mistaken. that the guys wanted to short. But you can see this whole little area here is support. Support's not a line. Support is an area. And if it helps you, mark these areas of support and resistance off as blocks instead of a line, and it'll kind of help you see a little bit better sometime. This was my attempt to draw a bull on the chart while I was explaining to the guys that it's not a good area to be shorting. So the market ended up breaking up to the upside, and it came right back up to this prior high. You can see where we had this drawn back here off of these two levels. We came back up here again, hit it again, came right back down to support. Still no good areas for a trade. All this is inside the market. There's no good place to trade in here. Finally, we had some news come out here, 10 o'clock, drove the market down, bounced along sideways in here. And chat room, we were talking about taking this short, but it just did not look like a price action wise a good area to short. And that's something you can't see when you're going and looking at a chart in the past. As this was developing, it had all the makings of a breakout to the downside, but you can see that this area here that we have, the red area, this is an area that we had a support, and it's now hitting resistance here, just like you would expect. And it looks like it's just a good spot for a break to the downside. We did get one tease right here, but one thing we also want to look at is, you can't really see on the chart because it's kind of cut off from my camera, but we're at the daily range. So the market is sold off all the way to the bottom of the daily range, which makes this really a high risk trade at that point. And the market did end up turning and going back to the upside. And at this point, I decided no sense wasting time sitting here anymore, so went ahead and called it a day. So other than one small trade back here for a couple pips, that's all we had. Better than taking a loss. So not really much to see on today's chart because, like I said, from the beginning of the day, it's window dressing day, and it's always try to mark those window dressing days on your calendar because it's never a good day to get in and be day trading. All right, have a call this one short, and have a good trading day and rest of the week.